All right, guys. Well, this is the DBAD Military Combat Knife, the 001. You can tell we've been getting after it. Listen, I've used this knife. I've used this knife. I've used this knife. And then this is a review, okay? I didn't focus on the sharpness of this knife for this particular review. I beat the hell out of this edge. I'm impressed. The dude at CROCO KNIVES, a master bladesmith, he got it. He did his apprenticeship in England. So I wanted to put it to the test. And I'm always careful doing that with Donnie's knives. Not because I'm taking it easy, because I didn't today at all. But these are all his prototypes. This is the 001. So we have to come up with ways to test stuff and yet be respectful. I put it on this thing today, or it put it on me, as you can tell. Check out the video. I'll go ahead and give you a sneak preview. We didn't get a chip, a roll, a ding, a dong. Watch the damn video. Well, welcome back, my friends, to another rousing rendition of Choir Boys Outdoors. A Donnie B all day celebration type video rendition. Listen, let's just jump into the damn thing and then we'll talk in a minute. This is the DBAD MCK, which stands for Military Combat Knife. Now, this, like I mentioned in the opening, is a full review. Here's the thing, guys. When I got this knife from Donnie 5 or 6 weeks ago, maybe more, which I've had it way too long now, I purpose to use this as much as I can. So what I did was Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday. Every Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday, I made sure I cut rope, I cut paper. Some days I even whittled. Why? I wanted to get it, see how long the edge held. Came in very sharp. You can see the balance point there, man. Phenomenal balance point, just like Donnie does. Handle is phenomenal. The one thing, and then when I got down to today, after cutting and finding the balance and really using and enjoy it, I thought, do I sharpen it up for this video? And then it kind of hit me. I thought, you know what? No, I'm not going to. We're going to leave the edge alone, and we're just going to go after it. We're going to do some batoning. I did some chopping. We did a lot of batoning, some wood splitting. I wanted to test the build quality, right? Now, in every video I do, you're going to see me do this. It's just habit. It's part of it. That's an old piece of oak right there, just a piece of hardwood, and the knife did very well. Let me say this up front. I am super impressed. Now, let me talk about this right here, what I'm pointing to. I'm pointing to some jimping, and then it goes up into, that's not a saw. I don't think Donnie does saws on his. Now, what those are, you can use them for land navigation, marking distance. You can use them for stripping sinew. You can use them for making rope, etc. Plus, because this is a military combat knife, it's Donnie's iteration. Donnie did serve in combat in Afghanistan. Those things on the back are also to make a bigger wound channel. Now, you see us doing the John Peters stab test. You see us stabbing that red oak. No slippage. Donnie is known for his handles, okay? And this one is no different. Let me give you some quick specs on the handle. The handle slabs of miCarta, which are generous, are 4 1/4 inches long. Now, the handle extends down into a pommel, but 4 1/4 on the handle scales. The inner grip is 3 7/8. So 99% of the hands in the world can get a great grip on this. All right? It's got a generous choil. Now, right here, we're chopping a pressurized 4x4. You see these a lot. A lot of times we use them for dunnage. And what I try to stress in these videos is this. We do try to chop some, but a lot of times, if you'll notice with me, they are flat strikes. I'm putting pressure on the edge. I'm seeing if it'll chip. I'm seeing if it'll roll. I'm seeing if it'll damage. So what I thought was this. We're not going to cut a bunch of shit in this video. As a matter of fact, instead of cutting paper at the end, I cut the 2-inch ratchet strap and I cut some rope. But you see there, no damage, okay? No chipping, no rolling. Now right here, we begin to get down with the get down. Y'all know that I'm the world's worst batoner, so bear with me through this. The top swedge is sharpened. The front of the knife reminds me a little bit of the Tops Tahoma in that upper swedge is. Now I believe this is a drop point, might be a spear point. I'm still learning those things. And you see right there, we just blew through that knot, hammered right through that knot. What I wanted to do with this is I didn't want to ease up. So what I'm going to do right here is do some wood splitting, right? Each time it went down, it split. Let's see if we can hear it. Of course, there I have to cover it up because I'm smart. You can see the wood split there. What I wanted to do, guys, once I realized there was that big piece of fat wood right there, that big knot, I wanted to save it. We're going to do a lot more camping trips this winter. I wanted to collect as much fatty wood as I could. And so right here, what I thought I'd do is this was just a great opportunity to kind of split the wood, do some different things, check out that particular capability of the knife, which it handled very, very, very well, and then save that wood. Guys, let me say this. I waited to do this review for a couple of reasons. One, I wanted the raffle to end completely, and today, praise the Lord, marked the end. I sent out my last package. It went to Austria. Every package has been sent. Some are starting to show up. To everyone involved in the raffle, man, thank you so much. I appreciate you. I know Donnie appreciates it. I know the sacrifice that many of you made, buying tickets, bearing with me through this. Thank you. So I wanted to wait till the end to do it. And right here too, you see me just exploring the knife a little bit. We're going to do some more chopping, some more banging. Yes, it split. So I wanted to bust that off and save that centerpiece. Again, some flat chops. Overall thoughts on this, and let me do this first. Guys, there was a time in this country where 22 vets a day took their own lives. Now, stats are everywhere. We talk about that all the time. That's why here on this channel, we focus on the number 0. Anything over 0 is simply unacceptable. Vets, we love you. You have a place here. That's all that means. Guys, we back the blue over here. Now, I don't expect everybody to do that. I don't expect anybody to do that. That is my choice. My son's going to be a cop. I've got a lot of friends that are policemen. Do I think they're all good? No, I'm not stupid. Do I think they're all bad? No, I'm not stupid. I understand that that's a treacherous thing to say in this day and age, but here's the deal. I believe in the good ones, and that's who I'm going to support. I'm damn sure going to support my son. How do you do it, Scabber? Well, I don't break the damn law. And finally, if you are an addict, never quit quitting. And the other thing is this, guys, no matter who you are, we care about you here. Everybody's welcome here and ain't got shit to do with being woke. It's just I love knives, and I want people around me that are passionate about knives and love knives. Now, back to this knife. You see that chicken leg, that turkey leg there? That is a big piece of fat lighter. Look at, just if we take a minute and we look at the knife, right? I said it was going to be a review. So let me tell you a couple things that I do adore about this knife. I mentioned that upper sharpened swedge there. I like that the fullers, it's got 2 nice deep fullers that are even. I like that choil. I'm a big choil fan. Donnie is in my top 3 designers. I mention that quite a bit. Why? Because he takes care of handles. And to me, you know who's a knife guy, and you know guys who use knives by their handles. You just do, right? That inner grip is perfect. And the thing that I like about this knife too, guys, is it's very fast. It's very nimble in hand. That's because that balance point is right on point. Now, I told you I wanted to check the build quality. So let's talk about the sheath first. It's a very, very, very well done sheath. I showed you at the beginning. I love the way he done the stitching is exaggerated. I love that. It's a beautiful look. There's plenty of paracord on there. And so it's just a good look. It's got a generous belt loop hole thing, whatever the hell you call it. We've got paracord if you wanted to tie it onto your leg, which never, ever in my life works for me because I'm built like the world's tallest dwarf. I got T-Rex arms and legs, but if you want to do that, you can. The upper portion of the sheath has paracord on it as well, which comes in handy. Now, right here, I want to make this clear. This log, part of it's a little rotten, part of it's harder than a brick bat. What I wanted to do, and what we're going to do right here, is we're just going to baton. Instead of doing a lot of chopping, because this really isn't a chopper, it's just not. It's not balanced that way. What I wanted to do is some heavy batoning. So what I'm going to do, and you'll see in a minute, that top part of the log comes off. That bottom part right here, let's see if we can hear it hit. The bottom part right there is solid, son. And by the way, big shout out to What's the Point EDC. Big shout out to Frank for my baton there. I love that thing, my Bam Bam stick. But you can see what I'm doing, guys, is working my way all the way around. We're going to go all the way through, and we're just going to keep hammering it. We're going to keep putting pressure on that edge. Like I said, the top part, I think, there it goes. You can kind of tell that is kind of rotted. But right here where we're swinging is hard as a brick bat. So I wanted to go through it. I wanted to hammer into it, and you could hear it hitting. And right there you see no chipping, no edge damage. And again, my guy got his certification in England, and the guy can make a knife. I've done one of the other CROCO knives, the Menace, that I absolutely adored. Now, this was a 4x4 that had been sawed at Home Depot, so we're finishing it off. And guys, you can see, one, you can fake a lot of shit. I hit pretty hard. You can't hide swinging that thing. You just can't. It's a big, big club. So what I did here is I just did a ton of batoning, a ton of pressure on that edge. Why? I love Donnie. I really do. I love his designs. I really do. But I wanted to say, hey, look, not only are they badass designs, but CROCO knives stand up. They really do. I have carried this thing for over 6 weeks. I have used it 3 to 4 times a week. I have beat the hell out of it. Do I recommend this knife? Yes. Has nothing to do with Donnie being a brother. It really doesn't. If I never knew Donnie B all day, this is a knife that I love. I absolutely love it. That being said, now, here's our cut test just to show you. Now, guys, I have wore this edge down. And one of the reasons I didn't really focus on sharpness, it's D2. That Menace came super sharp and was easy to keep sharp. So I thought, you know what? In that same vein, I'll sharpen this thing up. It'll be a razor. Guys, I love you. God knows I do. I'm Scab. You're not. This is a badass knife, son. I'm gone.